And again, 74th time's the charm. Are we live streaming? Are we? Are we? I used to laugh at everybody else that have all these problems with live streams, and then look at me. Here I am. I'm live streaming. I'm not dropping any packets. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's 3 times. So, hey, what's up? Scott Balkum here with Imagination Creation Films, and you know, the problems with living in the country. The internet just goes wonky. And when it goes wonky, there's nothing you can do. Yes, 8 times the charm. And yeah, we're live streaming now. We are actually live streaming. And it seems to be good, so much so that I'm going to go boost it up and see if we can get a little higher bit rate out of it. We're dropping 0 packets. I mean, that was a mistake. Let's bring that back down to reality. Oh, wait. No? It's doing okay. Yeah, all right. We just dropped a little bit. So, yeah. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How are you? How are you doing? Are you doing fantastic? Still solid. I like it. I did drop technically 87 frames, but I think it was just when it was switching. It just didn't exactly know what to do. Let's see if we can get Simon on. Okay. Up. So, dropped when I made the change. Yeah, that seems about right. And so far, so good. So all the different things. So I have 2 internet connections going into my WAN router, or my router. One of them's on active, the other one's on standby. Both of them are somewhat pathetic. You just can't win. But I also have about 6 different wireless devices out here in the area that are helping me get signal to all the places that I need. And so I just had like 17 different things all fail at the same time, which is a heck of a lot of fun to go and try to track back. But, I mean, it shows solid. It shows them up. It shows you're connected. No, they cannot be combined, because when you send a packet out, it has to come back. You can't send it out here and have it come back here. You can't send it like this. The technology for muxing wireless internets doesn't work, sadly. I wish it did. If I win the lottery, then all bets are off. I'm getting gigabit fiber dropped to my house, and that'll be the end of that. Yeah, seems solid so far. Seems solid. It still only dropped those 87 packets when I switched. I was getting 1 megabit out here. It was really, really bad. And then I turned off my Wi-Fi on my MacBook here, and then that seemed to resolve the last issue. Who knows? I don't need this, but you know, it's there. So the set, it's nighttime right now, so you can see the moon. I think the moon is kind of peering through in the back there. I need to do something for some lighting this way. Hey, Bill, says Simon. Simon, Bill, Simon. Oh, that's right. You know each other. It's fun when my friends know my friends. I like that. I do need table lamps. I feel like I need a little lamp over here sitting on a, ooh. Let's spruce up Scott's set live. I need that, what do they call it? Nightstand. Wipe it off and bring. Cool. So, yeah, we're going to do that. So, yeah, right under here on the corner is a perfect opportunity for a small little table lamp. And, well, it needs to be set at a particular height. Always say please. That's true. I should. Please. And over here, I feel like one of those, like really, what are those like lamps that have like the sticks that go out and then they got the little pods on the end? I don't know, they were very 60s lamps, then they were like 70s lamps, then they were like 90s lamps, and then I think they're making a comeback again. That I think that would look cool, just kind of way over here, sticking out. I think that'd be all right. Hey, check out the overhead. Overhead is super wide. You know, I could use that to describe what I'm talking about. Right over here in this corner, yeah, because it's very gray. It's very gray. I wonder who's here. Is there anybody here? Let's look out the window. Oh, there's my silk plants have arrived. You see them? Aren't they pretty? Well, they look so nice with the moon glowing in them. Oh, this chair rolls way too easy. Simon, don't let your chair roll too easy because you'll just hate it. I need to get like some carpet to really kind of set this thing down. Because I mean, I'll be sitting here and it'll just roll away. It's not good. Simon, you should. Do I even have Skype? I don't even have Skype. Are you on a Mac, Simon, or are you on Windows? Because might be able to. I could have some fun. I really could have some fun. Ooh. Here comes a nightstand delivery. Oh, look at there's a. Right there's a LED flashing. Yeah, bring it in. Put it right there. Now what I need is a table lamp. Look at that. Boy, that is some fast delivery. Amazon Prime, you ain't got nothing on Wife Prime. Wife Prime is everything. Look at that. It looks so nice there, actually. Let's see if I can like spruce this up a little bit here. Yeah. Ooh, I know. You just place that in the background. There we go. One day I'll have to introduce my puppet. I think that would go over really well. I have so many dreams. So why is no one chatting? What? Here? How's that? Is that better? I bet that's a lot better. No wonder no one was. Oh man, all the jokes. All the jokes were gone. The whole time. The whole time I'm sitting there just cracking jokes left and right, and none of y'all are getting them. None of y'all. That's sad. That's really bad. And like there's 3 people watching, and they're probably like, what is this, like a silent movie? Is it? So these really are the most incredible rechargeable batteries. The only problem with them are they are under voltage, so they're like 1.2 volts instead of 1.5. So the wireless always shows that it's like 2 bars, but it'll be 2 bars dead. But they do last for a long, long time. No, these are not the same batteries I changed out before. I changed out the transmitter last time. This is the receiver batteries, so I should have changed both. That's good production. And had this been a real, you know what? I should treat this as a real production. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So, did any of my jokes come in? Did you hear about my lamps? Did you see my my delivery? The red delivery, did that, or the little table over there, did that get delivered on the live stream? Did you have jokes? Yeah, so Simon, I asked you if you were on a Mac or if you were on PC, and whether or not we could try to Skype or iMessage or whatever, and I could try to pipe you in to see if I could get that to work live. I thought that might be fun. You should try that. We can do that he says. So I need to pull up FaceTime here. Hold on. We're doing this live because that's what random means. Random means we're just going to do whatever the heck I want to, and we're just live streaming it because well, Scott cares. So you didn't hear about my puppet or any of that stuff. No, that's bad. That's really bad. So we got this. I need to. That's really weird. Why is that like that? Yeah, so I've got a puppet that I've got some dreams of doing stuff with. Let's see here. Let's go right over here. What's your sky? You know, I believe you're live now. Let's see. Let's add that. Add that. Add that. Any connection. You know, firewalls. I believe in safety. Ooh, hey, there he is. Let's see here. Now let's see if I can add you in. Let's see here. We're on the. Yep. I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do a not display capture. I'm going to do a window capture. There we go. And we're going to capture, create new, and we're going to capture FaceTime. Where are you? FaceTime, right there. Oh, there he is. There he is. Well, welcome. That's a hell of a way to say hello. I mean, most people just say hi, but Simon's like, I need to be blessed immediately. Worst stream ever. Oh, great. Now we got Jamie on there. I'm gonna, let's see if I can I? Let's see. I can't cut me out, can I? I want to mute me. Can I stop my stream? I can't stop my stream, can I?
I don't know if they can let you do that. Because I think it cuts all video.
That sucks. Yeah, Skype, I think we can do it. We'll be doing it with Skype, but
yeah.
Okay, well, you know, let me just I'll just move over. And I bet no one can hear, can they? You know what? I need to add in audio. Add it. Ooh, I bet that's.
Do that with display capture?
I don't think display capture does that.
Oh, well, that's lame.
I'm afraid what's about to happen.
You're gonna crash it all.
No, we're gonna get. Yeah, that's not working. Can't do it that way. Jamie says this is the worst stream ever. Should we listen to Jamie?
No, because now there's a puppy dog on it.
Where's it? Oh, that's like a rib cage.
Hang on, we're moving.
Hey, Tom. Or I can start. Yeah, dude, if you had any idea how many internet problems I had to get this live stream, and then once I got it up, yeah, then my batteries died on my audio, so that's that. Here, both of you. Okay, want to refund Jamie. Flange. Oh, this stream is crap. Jamie lives with his mom. That's true. Jamie, you live with your mom, don't you? So yeah, I can, this is kind of a pseudo thing, but I can do kind of Once I got it up, that's what she said. Ah, you get what you pay for. That's not right. That's not right. So we can do like multi chat. People can hear Simon, right?
Can they hear me? Are they hearing my echo?
Yeah. What do you hear of? Oh,
I
talk.
think I'm gonna have to go to headphones.
Oh no, it's going in. System audio. You're picking in. Yeah. I think the turn down your volume on your phone or whatever your turn. I guess you can't.
Well, I'm on my computer,
Yeah, I guess you can't.
so I'm kind of hosed.
Well, I mean, you're FaceTiming, so that's more live than the YouTube.
That's true.
So we can do that. You should be paying us to watch this. I am paying you, and it's worth every penny. Every penny that you're. Wait, Simon, did you make his punchline before
What?
you made it? How'd you make the punchline before he made the joke? You get what you paid for.
Earlier he said he wants a refund.
Yes, but he said you should just be paying us to watch this, and then you said you get what you pay for.
No, earlier he said I want a refund.
You know, I was making you out to be some kind of time traveler, but I guess if you don't want to play along, that's okay. It does. Now I got to get Bill in here. We can just have. It's a party line.
How many? It's gonna be like Uber or whatever that was.
Yeah, Goober. No. What? No. So if you don't know, wow, that's really difficult. If you don't know this guy, he's Simon. He's up in Utica, New York, and Bill, who's in the chat, which was wherever the chat is for you, probably like down this,
Maybe across to
like
your
this area. So Bill there and Simon and I were all hanging around in Vegas. Simon just fell. You might recognize Simon from such videos as vlog number 1, vlog number 2, and vlog number 3 of Vegas. He was the one that was always kind of going. You also might remember him from the last vlog where they continuously got lost in the MGM.
Yes. That was not fun. Hey, let's go here. Hey, let's go here. Hey, let's go here.
Yeah, okay, so I can't reach across. This is.
We'll play with that when we actually do the legit live streams.
I need to be chroma keyed. And then I could chroma on top of everything. And then that way my hand. Wouldn't it though? Because I could just go over there and put my hand on your forehead. Simon says make his stream interesting. Oh, Scott loses. Yeah.
How would you like us to make this stream interesting?
Jamie, you're paying for it. What do you want? And by paying for it, Jamie, this is what I mean. Yeah, you're paying for it. Let's see here. That is a wide.
So, Jamie, that was a solid kindergarten joke.
Yeah, it was. It was a mom joke. So yeah,
No, Simon, I've been hearing Simon says since I was in kindergarten.
The Santa 2.0, which I had promised Jamie. Jamie, I need you to come out and help me shoot Santa 2.0. I think between the two of us, we can really make something memorable. Simon goes away when you. Yeah, I know. I'd have to add him into every single capture window, which would mean I'd have to remove him from every single capture window when he's not here.
It sounds like way too much work.
I could just do different quick scenes, including Simon and not including Simon. I could just do overhead plus Simon and then me. Yeah, I could do that. What's weird is me. See, I got to get over here. See, because I'm there's me here, and then there's me up here.
And then there's me over here.
They say not to ever let yourself touch yourself when you are time traveling. But what happens if I point?
That's a personal issue.
What happens if I point and I I'm afraid of what could happen. That could be bad. I mean, I saw that whole Star Trek episode, and I mean, bad things happened.
That is true.
So what's going on? How was your flight?
Oh my gosh, it was incredible.
That was a T-38, wasn't it?
No, it was an L-39. Russian.
L-38, L-39, whatever it takes.
No, you said T-38.
I know, but it looked like a T-38. Oh, okay, it's the one that was in the Top Gun video, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah, where they had
Czech-made Russian L-39. That's all I know about it.
And it got.
But I also, when we did the main photo flight, I was in a little RP-8. Little prop jet.
Samuel, if you can figure out how to do it, I mean, it's random. Go ahead, you do it. Get right up to your laptop. Just get really, really close, and then just let it rip. Let me know how it goes. Yeah, Simon is also a video director.
Yeah.
Well, Samuel, thanks.
Photo flight when I was in the RV-8 was fun because basically what we did is we had the 3 L-39s.
Right.
They bounced around us, and so they'd go above us, below us, and then
just in
the pilot would bank, so that way
you could get the shot.
Be able to get wing free, but then also he would go straight from this to this as they go below or above us. And so there was a couple times when I did not shift my weight fast enough and was in the canopy. But overall, it was great.
You were like.
L-39 was the smoothest flight I've ever been on.
How fast did they take you? Like 600 knots?
We were about 350, 400 miles an hour.
That's it?
We were too close to the city. We could only go to 3,500 feet.
Well, that's sad.
Because we only went up for acrobatic or aerobatic. So they limited us on height. Partially because we were on the edge of Syracuse Airport's airspace. Because it's really easy to go from Griffiths, where I was taking off from, to get to Syracuse. So we had to be kind of careful about that. And then we actually went east toward Utica. So Utica is about a 15-minute, 20-minute drive from Rome, where I took off. And it took us about 2-3 minutes there.
But because you were there for beauty, not for performance.
Right. Well,
yeah.
I was there. The first flight I was there for the photo. The second flight I was there for the
Did you vomit? Come on.
I did not. I actually bought Dramamine and then I didn't take it, and I was fine.
Well, I mean, as long as you know what they're doing, you're fine. It's when they do stuff that you don't know and you're paying attention elsewhere, you're screwed.
Well, the one moment that got me was when we were coming down from the photo flight and he had to slow down for landings, and he buzzed the runway and then literally does a 90 straight up and didn't tell me that he was doing the 90 straight up, and he hit that and I was just like, okay, glad I didn't have a camera in my face. Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie.
Overall, it was fantastic. And it was super awesome talking to these guys ahead of time, because we were kind of talking about the way that the jets were going to position for the photo flight and how we would maneuver for a certain form we wanted to get.
But no video, just photos?
I have some GoPro video that we put some GoPros in some of the L-39s. And then I have some video from when I was in the L-39. I was photo only on the first flight, though. I had to get a job done first, and then I could have fun.
Gotcha. Simon is a Sony guy. He doesn't have.
Sony all the way.
He doesn't do red. He wants to do red, but he doesn't need red.
If they do a full frame Gemini,
Oh. I mean, you're just dropping that one, just right here live.
I that is the camera that would get me seriously interested in red. Like, I love images come out of red, but the thing that would make me really get interested in doing it would be Gemini.
Simon does documentaries, and usually third world country type documentaries or feel good stories, that kind of stuff. It's a lot of run and gun, very small crews. So red is going to increase his labor greatly.
Red would, in some ways, inhibit my ability to do work overseas.
Oh, sure. Because of what?
Because of bag weight, just because of batteries and chargers.
Well, yeah, I mean, the other thing is that a lot of those countries, they charge entry tax based upon the value of what you're bringing in.
That too.
Yeah, I mean, and a red, they're like, ooh, we're getting some money today.
Yep. I mean, the nice part is that usually the border crossings I've gone in with a lot of the countries I've been in, the people have no clue what they're actually looking at. But if they have no clue what they're looking at, then they assume it's even more expensive.
Right. Yes, Jamie, it's Sony, and it looks nice.
Jamie, I run a Sony FS5, A7R3, and a A7S2, which the A7S2 will hopefully be disappearing in the next few months for either an A7 III, or if they release an A7S III, it'll go by.
They will. Shortly.
Yep. Texting me?
I am not texting you. I'm texting the four other people that are texting me.
Oh.
Man, Samuel, you didn't come back and be a nice person? Oh well.
Jamie, do you have any other questions?
Jamie has lots of questions. Jamie. Go ahead, Jamie. Ask away.
Half trolling.
Jamie is a shoe-tuber. So Jamie he's not quite the shoe-tuber. He actually does running. He can run like the wind. He does running shoes and such. Where can I watch your work? Simon Eisenbach Productions. Click on him on the chat, and it will take you to his stuff. It won't let you send a link. But he does. Jamie does a lot of. He actually does a really good job on technical reviews of shoes and such. He came over here. We played a lot with B-roll and shot some fun stuff. We need to shoot a lot more fun stuff here, Jamie. I don't know what the holdup is.
Then why didn't we use his shoes when you did the Kessler test?
He didn't come out.
Instead of your shoes.
He didn't come out. I think I scared him last time he was out here. Because he drove out and there's no people anywhere for miles and miles, and I think he got a little scared. Did you get scared, Jamie?
Wasn't confused when he was confused when he didn't see skyscrapers?
Yes. He's like, country? That scares me. He saw Get Out, and it's all about that now. Yeah, you got to come back out, dude. We got to shoot Santa 2.0. I thought you wanted to do a little collab on some music videos. I mean, look at the set now. I can have you climb through the window, or vice versa. Oh crap! I just let out that idea I was going to tell you about. But yeah, I need you to come out because I got some stuff to shoot. I think it'll be fun. Did Bill disappear? Bill likes to disappear.
I think Bill disappeared. He's been quiet.
He gets quiet though. He's probably writing music, knowing Bill.
Ooh. Is he writing a soundtrack to your life?
He's not. He says, yo.
Oh,
Bill, you writing music?
Bill, what type of music are you writing?
He writes everything. Back in his college days,
Working on something at the moment.
he poetry.
Are you writing haiku?
A haiku? Oh,
Actually, there's Jimmy. Hang on, there we.
what is that? Oh, that's okay.
A photo that I took for Jamie. There we go.
Any advice on getting decent audio for YouTube? I watch Peter McKinnon's vids and his stuff sounds so crispy. My sounds like hallway through. Yeah. Are you asking Simon or are you asking me? 'Cause or both. You go, Simon.
Jamie, what are you using for audio right now?
There's a whole video that Scott did on audio. It's a shame Jamie doesn't watch that.
The Rode Video Mic Pro mics. That would explain it. So I would look at the Rode mics. If you want a fan-powered mic, I would go with the Video Mic Pro, which is like a $60 mic, super cheap, but it still has a really good sound. If you want better high-speed audio,
No, he's here. He was looking for something to demonstrate. You need to get a moving blanket. So you can throw, put a moving blanket in front of you. I missed half of your suggestions. So, what are
I was
you?
about to probably say the same thing that I would have.
Yeah, I mean, so Rode Video Micro. Yeah, so this is a Rode Video Mic Pro. What you want is this as close to you as possible where it's not in the picture. So in this case, it would be right down here or right there. And that would get you nice audio. If you want to see another option, right here, you see this guy right here? This is a microphone. And it is pointed at me normally. It is a
Rode broadcaster on?
this guy?
Yeah.
No, it is not. That is a
The arm it's on, not the microphone.
no, that's
I could not hear what you said.
it's a super cheap.
Scott,
Uh-oh.
you're frozen.
You're well,
Oh,
it says poor connection. There we go. We're back.
all right. What did you say?
I said it is not. It's a cheap knockoff from Amazon.
Oh, okay. Can you actually send me the Amazon link?
I can. I can't send it on here. I have to send it to you in a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, they're like $12 or something like that. This is just one that I put over it, but
I gotta do my best Balkum live stream setup.
yeah, well, that's not what I'm using though. I'm using the overhead.
I know.
Yeah. So,
Just using it.
Jamie, this is your friend right here. If you get
It's
any,
gonna be your best bet.
yeah, if you get anything like this, then you're going to be picking up stereo sound in your room, and that's your problem now. You're getting echo from all over your room. A shotgun mic is fine, but if you point it at a hard surface, it's going to pick up everything in the room as well because it's all bouncing around. No, do not attach
The
it.
problem with the shotgun is it's very flexible, especially like the Video Mic Pro, because you can just get like a cable extension and run it closer to you for better audio, or if you're running, you can put it on the camera.
The
I'm gonna go grab some water. Okay.
Yep. So I mean the Rode Video Mic Pro is a shotgun mic. It is it's a very short shotgun, but it is a shotgun mic. The shorter they are, the more directional they'll be, or the less directional they'll be. The longer they are, the more, the end where it can actually talk is a lot smaller, where you pick up voice. This mic right here is a super cardioid. These are far better than a shotgun for in a room, and the reason is that they reject sound better all over the place. If you look at like a lot of sets, they're not using shotguns; they're actually using Sheps super cardioids, and the Sheps mics are like $2,500 a pop, which is why I don't have one. But they are amazing, and they're built like tanks. Let me pull Scott's audio box down here. So that one that
I mean, the Video Mic Pro is running for about $200 to $300.
Yeah, they're stupid cheap, really, and they're battery powered. They work really well. The one that the Octava. So this is, if you can see it.
That's fancy.
It's actually not. It's only like $250 now. These are Russian, and that's the hypercardioid. I can't say that word. Hypercardioid down there. Let's see here. Here is a. So that's a Rode NTG2. That's a shotgun mic. That's typical. Again, this is super good right here, and then as you move it, it rejects it. But if you are anywhere elsewhere, you're going to bounce sound everywhere, and it's going to sound bad.
Jamie, to answer your questions, to start out, I don't want to your camera just because that's what would be easier for you. Dinners with you will help immensely because the camera preamps don't have to work as hard. It makes it so you can have lower tone levels, which will let you use cleaner audio signal. Then also, in the grand scheme of microphones, $300 is stupid cheap. I understand because I was there not that long ago, where $300 is a lot. But yeah, so just understand that we're talking a bunch of price points. That's why I said the Road, because it's only $60. Again, it's not going to be quite as good, but it'll get you going. Rode is really good with having some flexibility for different price points, which is huge. And so they're able to get you up and running a little bit easier than you might be able to otherwise.
Jamie is super cheap. I mean, like really cheap. So that's why he's like $300. Jamie, I'll give you this.
Make money off of your shoe tube.
He's making some. He is trying to make money. He wants to be bigger and better. He's got 15,000 subscribers. He ain't doing piddly squat. He's doing quite a bit. Jamie, I'll give you this. It's an older. It's not wireless. It's wired, but you can wire it into your camera. But it's a lav mic. That'll help.
Does that have a battery power pack on the wired?
Yeah, it's actually an audio interface.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see here. It does take battery. It takes one battery.
Is it?
This is it's a double A. This is an Audio Technica power module. It calls it.
A little higher. A little higher.
Oh.
Got it.
And it runs to XLR. It is actually the Audio Technica Pro 7A. It's very old, but works. I've got like 2 or 3 of them somewhere.
Jamie, everyone can be cheap.
He's cheap.
Some of the people I know that have the most money are the cheapest people.
Well, that's true. And they have the most money because they're cheap.
Right.
Let's see here. Should I run straight into my camera? Yeah, the Canon preamps make it sound bad. The cheaper the camera, the cheaper the preamps. The more expensive the camera, the cheaper the preamps.
Well, that's why I was saying if you get the mic closer, then the preamp doesn't have to work as hard.
He likes to be efficient.
Efficient and quality do not always go hand in hand.
So what example of bad audio are you referring to, Jamie? Because your voiceovers are just fine. They sound really good. Where is it that you're not? In your live streaming? Is that what you're referring to? Well, yeah. You are cheap, Jamie.
Where did he go?
Jamie,
come back.
He's so. So are you officially unemployed, Jamie? Is that done or what? Jamie either works for or used to work for the school district. He's a teacher.
Gotcha.
He teaches special needs children.
I did a good project with special needs kids last year.
He said that the school district was not being awesome and cutting budgets. So I'm pretty sure he got cut. Yeah, that I told him, I was like, this is your year to make it in shoot tubing.
Bill, you should always have something to contribute. Ask a question.
Jamie, you are so cheap. So what else, Jamie? What?
Or Jamie, I'm not calling you cheap. I'm trying to help you. I'm just also saying that in the grand scheme of things, that certain price points are not that expensive. or certain price points are very cheap.
You actually triggered Jamie because he thought he went too far and that you thought he was serious. So he just apologized. Awesome. I've never gotten an apology. Well, I never got one of those before, so he must like you.
Aww.
So seriously, Jamie, you are done with school, right? Is that right?
Maybe he just doesn't know me well enough yet.
He knows me enough for everybody.
That's
It is scary. It's scary.
Oh, one other thing about the flying. I realized that when I was looking at photos today that I really needed a decent lens skirt of some sort.
Lids hood?
No, a lens skirt to get close to get up against the canopy.
Oh, you mean like the rubber?
A rubber.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah. Yeah, because you get those reflections and you're like, damn it.
Oh, I had a couple really good photos ruined by reflections.
Jamie, find your dongle. Order some dongles.
That sounds like a personal problem.
It is a personal problem, but Jamie just added picture profile to his little Canon mirrorless, and he doesn't know how to color grade. I've said, okay, send me some of your footage, and I will color grade it, and then I will show you what I did so you can see how to do it.
Did you switch to Final Cut yet?
No, he switched to Premiere.
Did you switch to Final Cut?
I don't switch to Final Cut. I switched from Final Cut. I edit on PC, dude. I edit with 14 cores overclocked.
You're a PC editor.
I only am because it hauls butt. I got a 1080 Ti with 14 cores running at 4.5 gigahertz. I like speed. Jamie, buy 12 packs of dongles on Amazon.
I don't think your need for speed is as good as mine right now.
Your need for speed?
Flying. You said I like to fly.
I was going to give you a high five, but I guess technically I got to give it this way. Jamie, I could throw you in the live stream too. I bet you'd be a totally different troll if people had to see you. You're like, ooh, 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 ooh. Now they know what I look like. Now, no, I can't. No, people will recognize me. Scott won't teach me. Whatever, dude. He doesn't help. I try without his help. It looks like crap. And after the fact, yeah, Jay, you need to start playing the violin right now, Simon, because this is.
I'm a 100% self-taught videographer, filmmaker, whatever you want to call it. So I don't want to hear it. But Scott would be a great resource if I was just starting.
He is. He's totally pulling your chain right now. Yeah. Have you seen my live stream rants? I troll 200% harder.
I have not seen your live stream rants.
Yeah, he gets snappy in his live streams.
Okay, so it's game on then.
It's fun. But he has like 15,000 subscribers, so they all, if you like troll and they don't know who you are, they just like pound on your ass. It's sad. I want to go get my puppet.
Wait, Jamie's at your house?
He is not at my house.
You said you were going to go get your puppet.
Oh, Jamie, he just called you out. I'm going to go get my puppet. Fortunately, you can still hear me. I can't hear you, so the jokes probably won't be as funny, but... That's a little creepy. Yes. Can you not see me?
I had to switch off the
Oh. So, what are your questions?
Who, me? Or Jamie?
Whoever.
I asked Bill if he would give us a question, but he won't give us a question.
Bill. Bill! Hey, Bill. Where are you, man?
I think Bill is deep in thought in his poetry.
Jamie. Officially, worst live stream ever.
Scott, next week you want to try our other live stream idea?
Yes. Yeah, I want to win. When do you want to try it?
What day works best for you?
Well, I'm going to be gone.
Trolling or are you being serious?
Who? Who's being what?
Trolling or serious?
Me? I don't troll.
Oh, Jamie. He said it isn't so bad.
What isn't so bad?
Next Thursday would work for me.
Next when? Thursday?
Next next Thursday. Tuesday or Thursday works.
Yeah, I can do that.
I have a charity golf tournament on Monday, and then shoot Wednesday.
So I don't know if Jamie just trolled me or what. Jamie's so
Jamie, I
hurtful.
appreciate it. Scott makes fun of me too if it makes you feel better.
No one liked my puppet. That's just sad. Not one freaking comment over the whole
I
puppet.
just thought you were sitting there.
What?
I didn't realize it was a puppet.
Well, that's just sad. That's just not right.
It's amusing, like, I'm mostly watching the FaceTime screen, but I've got the live stream behind it. So the delay.
I have a few ideas that are really pathetic, but I want to use my my puppet here as kind of like the boss. The boss comes in all the time. I mean, really, after
The boss is sleeping right now.
right, the dog,
See,
yeah.
The boss is passed out.
The have you seen that movie coming out with the puppets?
No.
Go find Melissa McCarthy movie. I forget what it's called, and watch the trailer. And in fact, if you want to watch it while you're live streaming, and we can get your reactions,
Alright, I'm pulling it up right now. Hang on.
I forget what it's called. Tell me what it's called on YouTube's.
Life of the Party?
No, that's not it. Sesame Street's suing them. It's
God.
the Happy Time Murders.
Alright.
Fine.
Oh! Yeah.
Have you seen it?
Hang on.
Oh, Bill.
We'll pull up a different YouTube. Happy Time Murders?
The Happy Time Murders. Find like trailer number 1 or the uncut trailer, and watch it.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this, but
Oh,
we'll watch it if you want me to.
well, no, it's not going to be the same if it's your second time watching it. I have a feeling that once that movie comes out, that I'll be able to have a lot more fun with this puppet. Not me personally, but I mean, live action.
BMI.
Do you have a favorite camera for photos versus video?
A7R3. That thing is a powerhouse machine. I have torture tested that thing already.
I have the A7R2, and I love the hell out of this thing, and the A7R3 is better.
I was shooting at one point in the plane yesterday, and I did this with mountain biking yesterday morning. Like 6-second bursts, and I was getting 30 or 40 photos in buffer.
And raw, too, right?
And full uncompressed raw, 85
Right.
meg files.
It's pretty unreal.
I got into photo, so I didn't touch a camera until my senior year of college. I am not one of those guys who got into this as a kid and whatever, always wanted to make movies. I got into photo and video because it was the only elective I could take my senior year of college because of my schedule. And then I just kind of snowballed from there, and I was working a job where I was making a ton of money because I was working a lot of overtime. And I just kept buying camera equipment, and one day I just quit my job and moved overseas for about 6.5 months, came home and decided to give this business a shot so that I could try and do work in developing worlds. Or in developing countries. Yes, developing worlds. I'm going to different worlds.
Hey, Kate Rainbow 101.
Hi, Kate Rainbow 101.
This is the second time Kate Rainbow has been on the live stream.
What?
Yes.
Kate, where are you from? What city?
Oh, this is this is Simon Eisenbach. He's from Utica, New York. Shoots feel-good documentaries, awareness documentaries, charity
I help improve status of living in developing countries.
documentaries. Doc.
Doc. Documentaries.doc.com.
So, Kate Rainbow, where are you from? I don't think we got that answer last time. I mean, it's possible Kate Rainbow lives in California on the 101. That's a possibility. We could derive that. However, I don't think Kate Rainbow lives in California. He shots with Sony, so he's a good man.
I shots with whiskey, Sony.
I shots with Sony too. But you didn't say I was a good man. Sadly. I only have the R2, but I mean, it does everything that I need, and quite honestly, I don't have $1,200 to get it replaced. Oh, Kate Rainbow's in Texas.
Oh, I was dating R2 when they announced the R3, and the battery life alone was the reason why I went the R3.
Oh, yeah. Kate, do I know you? I'm wondering if you're someone from Austin that I might know. I think so. What? Panasecond. Troll. I shoot with everything. You know what the right camera is? The very best camera, Jamie? The one you have on you. Thanks, Simon.
All right, Chase.
Chase?
Chase Jarvis. He's the one that coined that line.
No, he isn't. When did he do that?
Like 2007.
Maybe.
I'm dead serious.
I don't know about that.
He also came out with the first iPhone photo book that sold. Oh, you do know Kate Rainbow. Kate, tell me your best story with Scott Balkum.
I think she's a girl. I think. Are you friends with Jim Shields? Did we have pizza? We'll just do that. I like to draw conclusions. To conclusions, Matt? I shoot with iPhone most of the time. I can tell when you shoot with your iPhone, Jamie. I can tell. No, we did not. Okay, so I don't. I got you.
Look at your texts. Proving my point.
Well, there you go. Hey, Gerald. How are you? So if you don't know, huh?
Do you know who Chase Jarvis is?
I do know the name. I do. I think I'm friends with him on Facebook.
He's a Seattle-based photographer. He's the CEO and founder of CreativeLive.com.
Then I probably do know him. Chase Jarvis. I don't know him. Well, I'm not friends with him. But I could be. Bing. Hey, Gerald, how are you? Gerald, do you know...
Super interesting guy that does some pretty funky out there stuff. Back in 2011 or 2012, he did a live broadcast of a high-speed shoot.
Right?
And they had a phantom flex and they were doing a fashion shoot at 1,000 frames a second. And they brought in this whole battery array for doing DC power so they wouldn't get flicker.
Right.
And they were crushing Edison bulbs and all this other funky stuff. And it was cool seeing how they approached the whole shoot.
it. I I feel like I watched that actually. I don't,
You probably, like, if you're paying attention to the creative learning, then that could very well have happened.
right. Gerald, do you know Simon Eisenbach? He's in Utica, New York. He's kind of a guest right now. We actually have bigger, better, and higher production quality collaborations coming. We're working on that, but this was more of a. I wonder if we can do it. Yep, we can.
Does anyone have any questions for either of us?
Yeah. Who has questions? There's two people on here with faces that can answer questions if anybody has any.
Well, there's two people with three faces on the screen.
Now there's three faces. I don't know them, but it's great that you have guests. Yeah, I actually plan on having quite a few guests, actually. I was, when I was in LA at Cinegear, I had talked to several young directors or young DPs and older DPs about doing this kind of thing. And I got very favorable responses, so I'm kind of excited. I know one of them is a friend of mine, and he's shooting some exceptionally cool stuff right now that he can't talk about. But as he can, he's going to come on here and talk about it, which is cool. Very cool stuff. So Gerald, what? I mean, you got two people here. That can answer questions. We can rapid fire. We can go back and forth, or we can just chat. You know, whatever makes everybody happy.
Scott, what are you shooting this week?
So sadly, I am. Well, I'm continuing working on the backside of this. And then tomorrow, I'm going to my old high school in Houston. We're doing my wife's 30th high school reunion, so we're doing that. So I'm not really getting to shoot a whole lot this weekend.
Got it.
There's a question from Jamie. Simon, do you have any professional projects that you look back on and think you could have fixed it or did better that shot, like a mistake you made?
There's always ways that I think I could have done things better with projects. One specific one that comes to my mind is a project for a economic development agency, and we were animating elements into live plate video, and it was my first time doing that, and I wish that I'd approached it slightly differently, because I would have used a slightly different frame rate for certain shots that we were having issues. And it's nothing that I could really change a ton of in the moment, because we didn't know how the animation would go into it, but it was some things that we couldn't actually go reshoot. And also I would have changed aperture on a couple shots and brought in a little more light. So that one's actually called MV500, and it's somewhere on my YouTube channel. It's a couple of years old. It's an earlier project in my career, but it was super, super fun. So that's one that definitely sticks out, because I do enjoy certain aspects of it, but that project definitely, there was some things I wish I could have done better. And then in general, like, there's times like there's shots throughout my career that I'm like, yes, this was awesome. A lot of times it's more of, I just wish I'd shot more, because of the fact that I do a lot of stuff that's doc style. It's very up and down with what I'm going to run into, so I don't necessarily know. And so there's been a couple times when I'll get into post and I'll realize that I wish I had this specific shot that I could have easily gotten if I took like another 2 minutes while I was in the field. Gerald, I 100% agree with Scott that VidCon is more of like a YouTuber that is like a vlog style type thing for me, whereas Scott and I are really trying to do high production value type stuff. That doesn't mean that we don't do vlogs, but I'm approaching it in a completely different way. I feel like VidCon is targeting kids age 13 to 17, whereas the things that Scott and I are going to go to are all very much industry focused. Am I far off on your? Are you
No, I just saw Bill's post, but Bill posted the picture of you, Simon, and the puppet.
Yeah, that popped up on my phone.
That was pretty funny. No,
You agree with my thoughts on VidCon?
no, I heard exactly your thoughts, and that's exactly right. That target audience is literally 13 to 17.
Like every like Instagram post, everything I've seen has been max 18 or 19.
It's a lot of kids meeting their favorite YouTuber.
Right.
I mean, I would like to be a favorite YouTuber one day, but I would prefer to be a favorite YouTuber for what I produce high quality rather than just constant content. I mean, that's as I produce this stuff for you guys, I am learning this market as well as the other market. And like I said, those lines are blurring every day. I mean, Instagram just released vertical video. I mean,
Long form, which is weird.
yes, for 1 hour video. So they want to have content now in vertical video. That needs to die. It needs to die tomorrow. What's your fanciest or expensive lens?
My fanciest or most expensive lens would be probably a 70 to 200 2.8. Is probably the most expensive lens. I don't have cine glass or anything super expensive because everything that I do everything I own has to be super lightweight and compact. So I really stick to, yes, except the Sony version. The better version.
Right. Yeah, I mean, stills glass is quite capable in a lot of cases.
It was nice chatting with you a little bit.
Bye.
So a lot of my stuff, my go-to lens is the Sony 24 to 105. And
That's an f4, isn't it?
yeah. But it's such a versatile lens and it has stabilization built in.
But you're using it on the A7S on that one, or?
I use it on both A7R3 and A7S.
But would you use that indoors with it being f4? I mean, that's
Oh, I use it all the time indoors.
crank up that
A
ISO.
little bit of light.
Yeah.
I mean, I shoot stills regularly at 2000, and I still get a clean image.
Right.
And I shoot stills at a minimum of 1/100th of a second.
So Gerald wants to know if there's a particular project or video you would point to that's a good example of your style.
Yes. If you go on my YouTube channel, I would look at the humanitarian projects. Specifically, one of the first two, where it's the Nebabongo Hospital or Land Cruiser fundraising. Those are very much my style. And if you want to see something that's similar, that's up in my style, that's domestic in the U.S., right above that on my channel in commercial projects, the Root Farm Overview, which is the first video on that playlist, is probably my favorite video of 2017 for a client in the U.S.
I just put Simon's YouTube channel down in the chat, so if you want to check him out. Also, give him a subscribe because he likes people.
I do like subscribers. Those three would be probably my best to have you see that would really get my style. I really like seeing things in organic, the way that people would really see it. I also try to put a positive spin on it. A lot of what I do overseas is work that people could easily just talk negative. You see a lot of people talk about like, oh, kids are starving, oh, kids are dying from malaria, oh, whatever. I would rather talk about it and approach it from the positive of, hey, we're able to help these people by doing this, or these people are already doing this. Here's how we can accelerate what they're doing. It's a very slight change, but I see a lot that's
Possible.
I don't know.
It reconnected. Did it?
Are we connected?
Yeah, we're back,
All right,
right?
we're back.
Yeah.
We are back.
Internet world. Yeah. I clicked on the link and it takes you away from the live stream. Oh. I see y'all again. Yay, Gerald, we're back. I have no idea. I tell you, Gerald, man, it was pure hell getting this thing running. I don't know what it was.
All right, Gerald. Type kind of where you lost us.
Simon was Simon was on a roll answering your question, and then we started dropping packets. So where was it that he got dropped in his answer? And we're not dropping any packets. That's so weird. I have no idea what that happened.
I'm really digging this though.
Oh, it's cool. I'm excited. I was checking out the commercial section you mentioned on your channel. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Yeah, the Root Farm video was incredible, and their organization has exploded in the last 4 months. It also helps that I brought in a social media expert that did a lot of strategic putting the video out, or like digital ad buying, so it was all like Facebook ads. And they have like lined up so many more people coming up to their farm and using the resources that are available that it's like probably like 5 times what they expected in response. Thank you, Gerald. It was a really fun project. I love them up there. I would also like to say that that is the only handicap accessible high ropes course in the East Coast right now. Possibly the only one, or one of 2 or 3 in the entire US. Super, super fun, and I did get to go on it.
So Jamie asks, how did you two meet?
I think it was Inner Circle.
Yeah,
Because we were talking on Facebook last summer.
yeah, we were. I think when
The
we.
Synology thing was the first time we actually talked.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Synology. I mean, I know we definitely connected when we started getting on conversations of ramen. There was a whole.
That was after Synology.
It was definitely after Synology. That's right.
The Synology was middle of last summer.
It sure was. Yeah, it's all these little connections. I always tend to forget the initial stuff, and then when someone says something, I'm like, oh yeah, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. When did we actually meet in person, though?
NAB.
NAB this year.
Over pastrami sandwiches.
Yes, yes. In fact, if you watch vlog number 2, I think it is, that is us sitting at the table. Yeah, that was like 10 minutes after we actually, no.
It was not even. We literally met right outside that shop.
And that's right. And I'm like, I'm hungry. Let's go eat. And so we had giant Reuben sandwiches, which were really good, actually. Very expensive, $28 sandwich.
Well, you also got fries and a soda.
You don't get to be this big by passing on the little stuff.
Well, I just got to booge off your fries because your 4-pound pastrami sandwich filled me.
So let's see, what other, Simon, on the time-lapse videos that have movement, are you utilizing a motorized slider or?
Gerald, I have a custom, one-of-a-kind motion control crane for time-lapse. It's a product I developed in 2015 that has not actually gone retail because I can't afford to do it.
I may be putting a video out soon of that, just kind of like a kicks and giggles, see if people respond to it.
But I will say, slightly biased, that if you are looking for a motorized slider, look into the Kessler sliders and the second shooter. Because the second shooter is how I trigger all of my time-lapse videos. And then
I honestly, I think
that's a slider right there.
I really do think that my concept could easily be adapted onto the Kessler system, but they just don't seem interested.
Did you talk to him?
I mean, this was before you and I met at NAB.
Right, okay.
I shot them like a email of like, hey, here's an idea that I've got, here's the proof of concept. But they were like, oh, well, we've got stuff that we're working on, like, we'll reach out if we actually can.
Right, okay.
It was that whole, like, thanks but no thanks.
Well, it's that whole, well, we might have something that is really similar and we don't want IP exchanging, that kind of thing. But yeah, Gerald, I mean, there's a lot of sliders out there. I mean, they're all pretty good. I like the Kessler. I mean, I am now an ambassador for Kessler, so I am a little biased. I don't make any money off of anything from them, but it's probably because I just love them so much that they said, why don't you just be an ambassador? I'm like, okay. But, I mean, they really do make good quality stuff. And, I mean, it is on the higher end of the price, but there's a reason for it. It really, I mean, it's got solid value for the future. I'll show you this one down here. Maybe I can't get to it. The Kessler TLS system, it uses a standard aluminum extruded rail so that you can buy from, they say any hardware store. It's not true.
The shuttle dolly one?
No. It's let me get this thing out. You field a question while because I got it on the 6 foot.
You're 100%. That's why I haven't got the full setup. I have components from a company called Dynamic Perception for my motion control, and they're good, but I'm not thrilled with everything. And there's some funky bugs, and it's also mandatory Bluetooth, whereas because of second shooter stuff, you're able to do it all via app going into, or like not app, on the
Both.
what are you doing?
Putting out the TLS. So the Kessler you can do with an app or you can do it with a controller.
Gerald, are you doing just the hardware or are you doing just the video too? And also, what's your go-to lens for real estate? I do some real estate in Utica, so that's why I'm curious.
Tilt shift.
Jamie, depends on the project. It depends on what my power capabilities are, most honestly. Last year when I was in the Democratic Republic of Congo, we couldn't shoot 4K even though we wanted to, because the amount of battery it would use to offload the footage would drain more than we would have been able to restart our computers, so we would not have done a dump and backup. So we had to shoot 1080 just because of power consumption, not because of storage capabilities. But when I was in Senegal, I was shooting mostly 4K because I had more consistent power. I would prefer to shoot 4K, even though I almost always deliver 1080 because then I get crop capabilities. But I run into a lot of funky issues that a lot of people don't think about.
So Gerald, just to kind of go off into the time lapse, if you're doing time lapse or if you're using this style camera, not really heavy, the TLS is super inexpensive to do that, and the reason is this rail. So this is what they call 80/20 rail, and it's a lot of like people who prototype like large machinery and such. They will use the 80 or the aluminum extrusion method to kind of assemble the frames and everything. So it's readily available in most cities, but it basically it runs on like little Teflon little blades that go into these tracks, and then you mount your camera, and then you can then tilt this, and now you've got it level, so you can actually do an angle shot, or you can do it with it level down this way, and then this is the controller, and it's just really simple. This thing comes with a motor, so you can program an A and a B point using this controller, which just clips right on there, and then you can repeat it.
For power.
So the power, I mean, you can use anything for power. They have a little, let me grab it, because it's the right thing to do is to show theirs. It's, so this is what they call their mag pack, and it's just like that, and it sticks on there. It's all magnetic, and then you just run the power between it, and then you run this to your motor, and you can actually, with these controllers, you can run a pan and a tilt and a slide all from one controller. The super.
Sorry, I'm on my laptop, so the audio is not that great.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. He's actually, his audio is coming through my laptop back into it, so that's. Oh, really? I wonder. Say something.
Say something.
Now say something.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, okay. You're not being picked up by the computer. You're being picked up by the microphone here. When I walked away, I killed you. Sorry.
Gerald, where are you located and what kind of market are you in for video, for real estate? Like, are there a lot of people doing real estate video, or are they just doing photo mostly?
The 16-24 is a nice lens.
That's a pretty solid lens.
I can, but I can't hook up two mics at the moment. I can do that for the
This is
future.
one of the technical issues that we're working
Yeah,
on.
we're planning on doing this much more correctly. This is very temporary. It's from Virginia. I have a partner in Northern Virginia. Okay.
What's the average home sale price there?
Ooh, 650, 450 to 650. I'm betting. We have a delay, so that's
fine.
That's fun times.
With the TLS, does it have to be the extruded 80/20?
So the TLS itself is based upon the extrusion, and so it uses this Kevlar belt that, let me undo it here, I can show the end. And then we're kind of bouncing around. I want to show options where I can show options.
Yeah.
So it's got a slide right there, and then he dropped his laptop. We can hear you. And then, gotcha. So then the belt runs through this motor. The motor's right here, and then it just slides back and forth. I mean, the good thing about this thing is that's the size of everything. You can actually run it off of a V-mount battery if you need, or what have you.
Gerald, I would advise for real estate, I would look at something along the lines of a glide cam over a slider. This is my personal opinion, because with a glide cam, you get a lot more flexibility for doing shorter, slow movements. You can also do vertical movements a little bit faster, and you can also do big moves throughout hallways and things like that. I can send you a real estate video I did that was a $350,000 house. Mind you, that the average sale price in my area is like $133,000, so stupid cheap. But I use a lot of gimbal glide cam type stuff where it's not all big dynamic motion, but there is a lot of it, but you mix that with some lesser motion that you can use the same exact device. You can be efficient and do the shoot really well and still maintain a product with a high production value that wouldn't take somebody else a lot more equipment and a lot more time to do. That is correct.
Take breaks.
For that. One nice thing you can do that I do a lot of is I'll shoot with it for a bit and then I'll take a break and do some tripod stuff and then I'll go back to it. Kind of work in one part of the house then the next part of the house. The place I do see a slider could come in handy is a MoCo slider, a motion control slider, where you're doing like time lapses of the exterior.
I like slides in real estate for revealing like grand rooms. So put it in.
I do the slide motion with a glide cam.
Oh, it's one way.
What?
Oh, Jamie, I was reading his Bluetooth socks.
Jamie, can you make Bluetooth light up socks that have like an app to control like a Hue sock? A Philips Hue sock? Can you make that happen?
No,
That
please.
would be great for your shoe tube.
Please don't make that happen. Gerald, you're going to have very similar setups with gimbal versus glide cam.
Glide cam's a lot faster setup.
I don't know. They're both about the same. If you have camera off, they're about the same.
I have the Devon Super glide cam, and I can I'll up it before I go to the shoot.
Yeah.
And then it's literally snap it on and go. And I'm usually not making big adjustments.
Well, I mean, but that's the way it works, though. I mean, the same thing with a Zhiyun. Once you configure it, all you got to do is put the camera right back in the same spot.
Right. I also like the glide cam because there's no batteries. I do also have a gimbal, don't get me wrong, because I use both. Every project is different.
The one thing about a glide cam is it will never have a bad battery. It will never die.
Right. Or you don't forget the battery at home, like I did on a shoot recently with my gimbal.
We're our own worst enemies in this business.
Did I tell you about that, Scott?
You did not.
I was shooting for a client, and I had just had a late night shoot the night before, and I had left bags open so I would remember that I had to grab the batteries from the charging station, and I left my NTG 4 Plus and the gimbal battery, and we were halfway there, and it was an hour and a half drive. And my assistant she's like, Simon, I have to ask, did you forget to grab the microphone? And I was like, and of course the client was riding to the shoot with us. I was like, we'll just laugh mic him, we'll be good. Because I knew I was miking a guy, so I knew it would be easier. But yeah, it was super funny. As being our own worst enemy. And batteries. I also forgot the gimbal battery, but I always keep my glide cam on me now if I'm doing a video shoot. And so I was still able to get the shots.
I'm hoping Frank Lopez will join us here. He was just asking me questions on Facebook about my studio. I said, why don't you just join the live stream and I'll show you. Yeah, Jamie, when it comes to companies talking for wanting you to do stuff, learn to say no on stuff that really doesn't interest you or doesn't pertain to your area. I mean, free stuff is cool, but what happens is if you take anything, then you lose credibility for the things that are important to you. So try to keep them in your area.
Gerald, have a good night. It was a pleasure. Thank you for asking some good questions.
Well, good to see you, or hear you, or read you. Have a good evening, sir.
I don't know why I'm still awake,
Because it's only 11:21 there.
but I've been up since 5.
So you just got to fly in like jets, so you're probably still a little pumped.
That's why I was awake. I also didn't go to bed until 1 the night before.
Right.
Well, because I went out to dinner with all the pilots after.
Yeah, Red's not going to send you anything, Jamie. They don't send me anything either, so.
They'll send you stuff if you pay for it.
The what?
They'll send you stuff if you pay for
They
it.
will. They have done that. Almost everybody. There are a few people who can't actually buy them. Red has a blacklist, and there are some people.
I know a few of the names on that.
I know several of the people on that list that they don't get to participate in that one. The stickers cost money, Evan. You said even. I read Evan. Stickers cost money, Jamie. Let's see. Frank? Did you join us? Are you joining us, Frank? Let's see.
God, I love that you did that.
That can't go out. So what's that? Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out the audio. I just don't know how.
Can you do it where one scene, multiple sources?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I do it.
Would that allow you to have the audio from the sources?
Yes, I can do multiples. What I need though is a way to get the audio out of the laptop back into it without causing a feedback loop.
Could you do a headphone jack to an XLR preamp to back in?
It's a MacBook. You know, thing is a headache.
Oh, it's the new crappy one.
Yeah. Hey Frank, how are you? Frank, you had a question about the studio lighting. What's your question on the studio lighting? I'm happy to show you. I've got the overhead. Should you want to see any more, or I can demonstrate, or all the above. It's called a mixing board. Yes, Bill, it is called a mixing board. However, there is no mixing board when your source is all internal. Okay, I'm shooting some scenes in 4K and okay, just render out to 1080, but I'm still excited about it. Yes, shooting 4K, outputting at 10K, at 2K is still better than shooting at 2K.
Can you please explain to me how you go 4K to 10K?
No, that's why I corrected myself. Ultimate Lawyer from a place far, and I came here for one reason, to attack and keep coming, not to ask, but to give, but to, okay. My guess is you just auto-timed out. You know what? Ain't nobody got time for that.
Frank, his key light is digital Sputnik tubes.
Digital Sputnik cubes. My key light is not. So, Frank, what?
There were Sputniks.
No, No, I use Hive.
Oh.
So, are you talking about this setup right here, Frank, or are you talking about the back setup? What specific part are you talking about? Overhead, which will knock out Simon off the video feed for a moment.
Frank, did you see the studio tour video?
So he's right here, Frank. What the lights are, you can see one right here, and there's one right here. These are Quasar T8. These are daylight balanced LED tubes. They are completely dimmable. I've got them on a cheap little, this is just like a little Walmart lamps that you plug the plug into the wall, you plug your lamp into it, then you can dim it. It's just cheap and it works great. These things are fantastic. These are $75 a piece, 4-footers. I've got the top one running full bore. The bottom one is at about 40%.
Those are only $75 a piece.
They are cheap. They are really, really
What's the
cheap.
controller for them,
No, there's no controller. It's just it's just a plug. Let's get a little closer here. I mean, this is just a plug, and it just clips onto the back. It looks like a standard fluorescent tube back there, but it's not. If you go back over here, up here is a crossfade. That is their bicolor tube. It goes between daylight and tungsten and any kind of variable in between. It's also dimmable. Those are a little more expensive. I'm trying to remember the price, but it's basically double the price of these right here. I think it's a little over double. And then like this guy right here, this is their Q-ion, and this is a bicolor only. It does not doesn't go between. This is a battery operated. I mean, you can tell it's plenty bright. Let's see, that turned it off, or let's see. I need to change colors. There we go. Hold it down. It goes to daylight. You can dim it by clicking. I mean, you can see I bought these specifically to put in the dashboard. It's going to be great, but you can see how bright these lights are. Maybe that is a lot of light, and because it's a big long bulb, it's very soft, so you don't get any hard edges. Okay, just picked up an Aperture 300D. That is back here, 120D and 3 mini 20s, and I can't seem to get my image right. On your 300D, do you have a softbox for it? It's a very hard light. 120D, keep in mind the 300D and the 120D are about 500 degrees off in Kelvin. The 300D is about 5,500 and the 120D is at 6,000. So it's a little bit bluer, so that might be an issue. What I do with my 300D is I put the biggest freaking softbox I can on it, or I shoot it into a 4x4 of like half grid or something like that. Because it is such a powerful light, and it's a very small source, and it is very harsh. The 120, I would use the 120 kind of as a hair light, kind of from behind, just to kind of create that little halo around people. Just because the color temperature is just a little bit off, I wouldn't want it like opposing on my face. The mini dome and the lantern.
The lantern, do you mean the space light?
The space light, I'm pretty sure is what he means. The mini dome or the full dome? Because the mini dome is only like this big. The mini dome is only for the 120, and it's cool.
The dome would basically be a beauty dish on a 300.
It wouldn't even show up, I don't think. The other problem that I have with the 300D is even their full dome, their light dome, doesn't look great to me. It has a hot hot ring around it with the 300D because it can't widen out enough on the angle of the light is not enough to get it right, so it bounces and creates this kind of like hot ring that I use, and it's in the back. You wouldn't be able to see it. It's hanging up back there, actually. I use a 3-foot by 4-foot softbox on that 300D, and that makes a huge difference. It is such a bright, and it is still insanely bright to be around. I do like light for this, and it is a great light. The 3 mini 20s, Did you get the single color and then one bicolor, or did you get 3 of the one color? Because those single colors are 7,000 degrees Kelvin. So those are definitely stuff you want to stick way off in the back and not try to use on the face or skin. It would just look funny. Is there any equipment that you regret buying?
7,000 Kelvin?
They are. The bicolor one is not. The other one are, and that kind of like threw me off. I didn't want to do that at all. I know that yeah, it is weird. Any equipment that you regret buying that you got throughout your careers? Anything you sold or just sent back?
Well, I sold all my Nikon gear. I don't regret buying it because I do still love Nikon, but they've not jumped on the video bandwagon.
No, they really haven't. I know I've sent something back, and I'm trying to remember what it was.
It was a blue camera, wasn't it?
Yeah. I can't for the life of me remember. Oh, Rokinon lens.
You and I have very different opinions on those.
Oh yeah, we do. I bought a Rokinon 24, an 85, and a 35, and I sent them all back.
I own all of them and love them.
Yeah, it's not for me, but they do an amazing amount of work for the price. The 24 to me was just so soft as you get towards wide open. It just didn't feel right. The 85 was okay, but it had some weird flaring that I didn't like.
I love the flare on it.
The what?
I love the flare on it.
Different strokes, you know. It's
I 100% agree.
the 35 was actually pretty good, but I didn't want to just have a 35. I do have the Sigmas, and I love the hell out of those. They are so crispy clean. Yeah.
Oh, right.
They are beautiful, and they're faster.
Came out with those for Sony now, finally.
I Metabones.
Well, Nikon didn't have a good smart adapter.
No, they wouldn't. Yeah. I mean, I don't own any Sony lenses at all or any E-mount lenses. I Metabones my A7R2. I even Metabones my GH5.
Well, the whatchamacallit, like the Metabones works great for Micro Four Thirds or Canon mount, but they're terrible for Nikon.
Well, you don't need a Metabones for Nikon. Well, no. So
Nikon lenses.
yeah. So
Nikon
yeah.
lenses to Sony. Because I was Nikon glass.
Why wouldn't it work? Because the difference.
No smart adapter. Photodiox is the only company that makes the smart adapter for a Nikon lens.
Right.
And it's absolutely atrocious.
And it's because Nikon doesn't put the motors in the lenses, right?
I think so.
I think that's what it was. Because the thing that I like most about Canon glass is that you can mount it to anything. Well, no, Canon mounts, sorry. A Canon mount, anything can be mounted to it. You can mount Nikon, you can mount Sony, you can do all of that. I think you can't mount Sony. No, I can mount Sony directly to the camera, that's what it was. But I can mount a Nikon glass to the Metabones with no problem. Frank, did that answer your question on the lighting? Or do you want more? I've got plenty more lighting to show. If you...
Jamie, I also sent back my Photodiox smart adapter because it's trash.
But that guy has such a really good voice, you know. He's got a really deep voice, and that's the way you should go.
They actually sent me their new version that they were like, this one's amazing. And it was just as bad.
What do you think, Frank? Did we answer your questions? Or did you just fall off? That's the problem with YouTube, is it doesn't give accurate counts on who's on your channel, on who's watching. I only have a kit and one prime. I was thinking about getting a telephoto lens for fun.
Don't do it.
What? What? I'm like, you and I have very different opinions on telephotos. What's your prime lens, Jamie? I feel like
it's a nifty 50.
I think it is. I think he told me once. The the what Jamie needs to do, and I keep telling him to do this, is to buy an adapter to the EF and stop buying. He has the Canon mirrorless with the EFM. Yeah, I keep telling him, yeah, don't spend any more money on an EFM lens. Don't do it. Spend the next amount of money on an adapter. Then buy Canon glass or Sigma glass or anything on an EF. Don't waste your money, because I promise that I just saw you see those pre-release trademark photos of the new camera that they're working on, Canon? It's a mirror. It looks like they took a C100 and squished it really, really, really shallow. So it's kind of a mirrorless potato, or it's a mirrorless camera, but it's like a half potato, but it has a EF mount instead of their EFM.
Sounds like the Canon version of the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema.
I think it's and supposedly based upon everything that I read.
Flange distance alone for the lenses.
On what?
The flange, like the distance for the mount from the sensor.
Their EFM mount is really close to the sensor. The EF mount is a lot further out, so they can adapt it.
Right, but that's my point. Is if you're going for a regular EF lens, then you have to adapt it out to get the right distance so that the focal distance makes sense from it.
What?
Because the lenses are set preset to be a certain distance from the sensor.
Jamie, what is what's your kit lens? What is the focal range on it? Jamie's so testy with me. Because I would think I would go for like an 85 millimeter lens myself.
Oh, I would go an 85.
Yeah, I mean that's a 35, 50, and 85 are awesome. You can do so much.
Shoot tube, like a macro in the 100 range.
Ooh, I love my macro 100.
Because then he could shoot it deeper, like go out and shoot the whole shoot, or go in and get some of those like nice fabric details.
Well, that's what we did when he was out here. We hooked up. We did two. We did the 100 macro, and then we did the Canon 65 macro. Have you seen that one?
I've not.
That one.
I pay attention to Canon stuff.
Oh, well, you should. It's a really slick lens, but it has no focus. The focus is 100% depth, so you have to put it on a micro track to allow it to creep forward just ever so slightly. But it does a 5 times magnification. So we were you talk about fabric. We were looking at the crosshatch pattern of the fabric. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Jamie, 85 is a portrait lens. Everybody will tell you that if you're doing portraits, you do an 85. That being said, you have a crop factor. Yours is 1.6, or are you 2.0 to 1? So theoretically, yours would be a 42 millimeter to get an 85. Why did you yawn? You made me yawn, Simon. That's not right. That's not nice.
Jamie, YouTube hasn't told me to subscribe to my channel yet.
He has his blocked. He's that way. I looked at your channel. You got plenty of subscribers now.
Me?
Yeah, you gained like 4.
Gerald subscribed.
So did Jamie. You got 40, 41. That's 4 subscribers you got.
Going places.
Yeah, well, it's actually,
My channel art.
well, at least you have channel art.
All right, right, Senor. I'm hitting the high. I am dozing sitting here.
All right, fair enough.
All right, we'll get this going next week.
Yeah, we'll get it going. Everybody say goodbye to Simon. Bye, Simon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
What is this?
This is bye bye. This is a child's wave.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
See yous. And then FaceTime just shows that. Let's go over. Let's not demonstrate that. That's sad. Oops, wrong one. There we go. All those people that were calling me. So, unsubscribe. Jamie, shame on you. So what's going on, everybody? What else is happening in the world? We've got plenty of people on here. Tony! Hello, Tony! How are you? I didn't see your I guess, okay, so that, yeah, I just missed you by like a minute. How are you, Tony? How is Sydney? Your photographs are looking amazing, as always. You just arrived. You arrived casually late. You miss Simon. Jamie, don't be hateful, Jamie. Support your streamer. Yeah, we're going to actually have Simon on in a much better format than just FaceTime. We've been talking about this for a while. In fact, he's got kind of a copycat set, so we're going to have a little fun with that. We want Tony as the next guest. I will put Tony on as the next guest. He would be great to talk about photography. I am so great now. Just yeah, yeah, exactly. I could put Tony on here. We'll have to talk about that, Tony. Get you on here as a guest, and because that's what I want to do. Kind of some interviews on live stream and let people ask questions on people who know more than I, because I mean I teach what I know, but I don't know everything, and I'll never know everything. So I learn from other people, and everyone can teach something. And I've seen your photographs. You can teach me plenty. So I think you'd be a pretty good guest to have on here at some point. We'll have to work out those details. Jamie, if you're good and nice, I'll put you on. So what is going on in your world there, Tony? Your motivational stuff, I really dig stuff. I'm a little bit partial to motivation myself. I enjoy keeping people built up, because that's what we're here on this planet to do, is to be human and to get along and help people in every way that we can. And so I dig the motivation. Who is that? Oh, hi. Yeah, I want a drink. Good night. Let's see. Is it Jamie? You never did answer. Are you done, Jamie, on school, or do you still get to go back in the fall? I'm digging your set. It is brill. Brill? That must be an Australian word. Brill. Here's a overhead view. Uh-oh. That's not good. Huh. Oh, there it goes. No, that's a little strange. Why did it freeze? Let me try this again. See if that works. No? Well, can't win everything, I guess. I don't know how that happens. Let's just capture that. Ooh. We'll go back to that. Huh. I must have disconnected. Well, it happens. Oh, thank you. Ah, brilliant. I get it. Freeze. You're not really there. This is animatronics. It is animatronics, but you missed the whole puppet show earlier. I was, it was, I know Jamie was pleased. I brought out my little friend. I have minions. No, actually, Jamie has the minions. Jamie's the minion guy. So yeah, this is. He doesn't actually have a name, which is pretty pathetic. But you know, I have plans for this guy, and well, we'll be working on those just kind of a little bit later. So yeah, what's new? What's new down under? Buck for buck teeth. Could be. Buck. That could actually work. I've always had a fascination with puppets. I just I never had a use for them. Well, I never had a reason to have a use for them, but now I have a reason. This is actually my boss. That you don't know that yet, but he's going to be telling me what to do soon. Wow, that's pretty pathetic. I got to learn how to use his insides. So it may be Buck. It may be Buck. That may actually work. That might just do just fine. My only problem will be my voice. YouTube will go and pick it up and think that I said something completely different that rhymes with it. And then they'll flag on my videos. I made Tony laugh. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Good night. Gotta leave on a high note. That's So, when you doing your next video there, Tony? You've got the multi-cam kind of going on. You got the multi-views. You got the continuous thought. That's working. You got to put out another video. I'm just as bad. I don't put out. I actually wanted to shoot a video tonight, and then I ended up just deciding I was going to do a live stream instead. We used to have a company down here called Flick Pest Control, but they used caps, so it looked like something else. Yes, choose your font appropriately. That's awesome. That's I wonder how much business they got just by people laughing. That they had to have gotten quite a bit from that. That is hilarious. Shoot every Saturday from now. Nice. That'll be good. Are you getting good at your editing? I mean, it looked pretty good. You're getting like, are you thinking like an editor yet, or is this the first live stream without a cigar? It's the first 3-hour live stream without a cigar. I can't believe, man, I have been going for 3 hours, haven't I? Jeez. I did a 4-hour live stream Saturday, I think it was. I kept on going. It just got to one point I was like, you know what, I gotta go to the bathroom, and the wireless mic would not have helped. So it's Bill and Tony. Is Jamie still on, or did Jamie leave? I think Jamie left. It only shows me 2. Go get a cigar. Go on. I want one. I do want one, but it's 11 o'clock, which means it's going to be, it'll be closer to 1 by the time I'm done with it. I will have a cigar tomorrow. That is for sure. That is for sure. Oh, Bill, to answer your question, because you asked it, I think, way at the top, is do I think I'll win any awards? If I'm not mistaken, we are the youngest married couple, or we were the longest married couple at her last reunion. So I don't think that's going to change, because we haven't changed, and no one is actually developed time travel yet, so that they could go back and get married before us. So that's what short cigars are for. Bill is my my introductory cigar guy. Well, Bill introduced me to cigars. That's correct. You can actually, well, if I could show you, but that is, why did that lock up? That is so weird. I bet you it's the HDMI up there. That's sad. I want to have multiple camera angles. Maybe they have developed time travel, but you haven't reached that part of the future yet. True. Or maybe they came back and helped me out along the way and I didn't know it. That's possible as well. I'm just going over here to see if I can get this thing to show me live stream, because I really want this thing to, yes, there we go. Let's try that. All right, we might live stream, or not live stream, we might have the super wide. Now let's see, do we? We don't. Why? What is so bad about this? So weird. I don't understand that. I feel like it didn't die, did it? Now I am tiny. I am tiny. HDMI. Hey, there we go. No, wrong one. No. I shrunk it. There we go. Here. Yay! There we go. I forgot the reason of wanting to show that. Oh, the cigars are... The cigars are right there. That's my cigar humidor. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Yes. Let's see. And in the corner, I've lost you. Tiny Scott. Damn, that only happens in cold weather. or cold water. Yes, the shrinkage and turtling is the term, I believe. Jamie says, do you remember what lens you used for that close shot got documentary that you made for me? Let me think. So I was shooting, that was all GH5, and then we used your camera, I believe, your Canon for the close-up, didn't we? I didn't shoot with the red. There's someone outside my window. It's. Look at that classic plants. I got the blue moon glowing through there. It was Bokalicious. It was your B cam. The GH5 was A cam. So I shot with 2 cams. So if I shot with 2 cams, Jamie, then it would have been the 35 to 100. Which on that camera would translate more, because the G7 has a 2.5 crop, so that would have been more like almost like a 100 to 300. It was Bokalicious because it was a fast lens. So quite honestly, if you want a fantastic delicious lens, get an 85 in a Canon EF and make sure it's a fast 85. So 1.4, f1.4 is what you want. That will cost you. There's an just drive out here. I'll give you an 85. I have a 85 1.8. It's not 1.4 and it's not their high grade, but it is good grade. I'll give it to you. Just come out. That's how can you beat that? How can you beat that man? How about them apples? F2 will do it. Yeah, it sure will. Well, F4 will do it if you have a large format lens and a large format camera. Yeah, on your way. I would probably not come yet. I mean, F2.8, you can get. I mean, this one. Oh, I guess I need to switch back, don't I? This is the Canon 70-200 Mark II. This thing is an f2.8, and it is extremely bokeh-licious. It is wonderful what it can do. And I mean, that little f1, that's the Sigma 18-35. It does some really nice bokeh. It just doesn't do the compression, the effect of compression of distance. So it kind of, I don't know. It looks a little different, I guess. It doesn't have quite the bokeh effect. Let's do it that way. Yeah, if we're talking stills, you can do it that way. That's true. Canon yes, Bill, it is the 1.8. Yeah, no, the 1.2 sucks. It is too heavy. It is too slow. And Jamie likes his autofocus. I feel like I could swap that out. Man, that'd be really heavy on that camera. I can't do that. Canon, yeah. Yeah, I have the, where is it? It's not even in my bag. I mean, I just have it on the shelf back there because I don't use it hardly anymore. I mean, because that 70-200 covers that, and it looks great. So what else is going on in the world out there? We've got like literally we've traversed the globe here. We've got a full surrounding of people. Manual focus on my current setup would be horrible. Yeah? You need to learn. I mean, that's the thing too. You have to have really fast autofocus if you're going to use bokeh, and you're going to move because I mean your depth of field, which is or your focus depth of field it's like that long. So nose is in focus, cheek is not. That's how fine that is, and so it would be a real pain to try to do it. That's why most people don't shoot that shallow unless they're taking photos. I think the fastest lens I have right now is that 1.8 because the speed booster that I have on that GH5 is it makes the 1.8 a 1.1. Who won the giveaway you had? That is a great question. It was 2 people. Robert Del Toro was one of them. Gears. The other one, and I did mention, I'm supposed to put that on my one of my videos. Kurt Francis Solano won the other. So Robert Del Toro and Kurt Francis Solano won those lens gears, and then also was Katya Gorker was the first winner And she was, I don't even know where she was. Yeah. So those were the 3 winners there. Let's see here. Which speed booster do you have as a G7 owner? I'm curious. So I believe, Bill, you cannot run the one that I have. I have a G7 right up there. You would think I would try that out. I will try it out, and I will find out. I don't think it works, though, with the G7. But I have the Metabones XL. No, Metabones is not cheating. There's the regular Metabone speed booster for the G7. There's also a Viltrox, I believe it is. We were talking about it. And it's like $250, and it's a speed booster, and it's getting a lot of good reviews. So that might be a better choice. Riding on a bike on town lake, going against running in traffic with one hand and the other hand holding a gimbal, the other while trying to keep a runner in focus. Yeah, that's challenge. That's why we have multiple takes, Jamie. Okay, go back and let's run again. That's how you do that. And I mean, your fare of video does not lend itself to runners rerunning because they would probably get upset, I'm guessing. So yeah, I mean, that's a challenge for you. I get it. Well, people, I am feeling a little tired at the moment. I don't know why. Probably because I was so frustrated before the live stream because I couldn't get the live stream to go. And then I got the live stream to go, and it was killing me. Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about real quick before I sign off? Or, I mean, I want everyone to have a wonderful day tomorrow. Or Tony, I think you're having your day now. Hope you have a wonderful day. Only people feel tired. Time to sleep when you're dead. That's that motivation. That's your next video. That's your next video. That I want that to be your next one, Tony. You know what? I will do this because you 3 are on here. I will drop my latest thing that I'm working on, and I'm doing this with a few friends as a trial run, but I have a lot of faith in this idea. And it's a free idea that absolutely anybody can do for anything, and I think it will make a difference. And what it is choose something that you need help with. And then find 5 other people that you know or want to know, and form a group. Use that group to learn the weaknesses and the strengths of those people in the topic. So in this case, it's filmmaking, strengths and weaknesses. Then create a series of challenges that starts with your strengths first and then works towards your weaknesses. And you critique each other, you help each other, you teach each other. And I feel like if you could get little groups of 6 people together, you're not in a crowd. And now people like myself, I am super intimidated by putting my work out there and having people critique it by hundreds of eyes or thousands of eyes or what have you. But a group of 6 I can handle. And everyone is there to help. You end up with this small little community that will help. And then, like in the case of our challenges, if we have a group and then a couple other people form groups, maybe we can start throwing group challenges. So like there's a big, like the photography challenge, the 52 challenge, where they shoot 1 photo a week and they have to do a like you use the color red or you put a tile in it or something like that. It's a lot of pressure, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time, and it's a lot of eyes. And so I feel like doing small groups of 6. And so I'm kind of working through that process, and I will keep everybody posted on it. But if you think of a project or something that you have a weakness in that you want to help or learn and teach at the same time, get your own group of 6 and see what you can do, because I think that'll work. But yeah, that's that's my little thing. That's kind of what I'm working towards. So everyone have a wonderful evening or day. And Jamie, you got to make friends. Tony, thank you. And everyone remember to don't let your passions center around life. Let your life center around your passions. Y'all have a great evening. Night.